Does LeBron have one more championship run left?
No.
Before we get into today's episode, we want to give a shout out to our founding sponsor, Santa Barbara Brewhouse. If your lunch break is coming up, this is your reminder to treat yourself to a great meal instead of settling for the usual. Take a break, enjoy the Santa Barbara atmosphere, grab some great food, recharge for the rest of your day. Whether you're meeting with your friends or flying solo, Brewhouse is the perfect lunch destination. Check them out today. Link in the description and tell them that Dummiez sent you. And we'll be actually pulling up there this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
I'm hungry.
Benny,
Hungry.
Isaac.
I'm hungry. You guys ain't hungry? You're not hungry?
I'm hungry.
I ate before I came
I'm hungry.
here.
I'm hungry.
I ate before I got here.
I'm hungry.
Shout out to Sharkies, by the way. There's some good food there.
Hey, we only promote the Brewhouse. We'll be doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Sharkies too, but I love the Brewhouse even more.
Anyways.
Come on, Caddy.
Anyways, Isaac, Benny, y'all got any shout outs?
Shout out to everybody who's been watching us. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We are on every platform, TikTok, YouTube. You name it, we're on it, team.
Shout out to LeBron for wasting our time. Finally making his decision. Yay. Woo woo.
I have a confession to make, but we'll save that for the episode.
So for those of you who have been living underneath the rock, LeBron James has signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, and he'll be forming a big four out there, big five.
I hope you're not counting Embiid.
I am counting Embiid. LeBron, Maxey, Edgecombe, Brown, Embiid. On paper, it's one of the best starting lineups in the league, but we got some talking points that we need to get to, and one of the points that I want to get to is whether or not who's going to be the number one option, first of all. Who's going to be the number one?
By default, I want to say it's LeBron.
Oh, okay. Isaac said
LeBron.
point guard.
Point guard wise, because I think he'll be doing a lot of setting up, in my opinion.
Yeah, Isaac. So who do you think's the number one option?
It's either between Brown or Maxey. I think Brown or Maxey is going to be the number one option.
Okay.
I mean, for me, I think it's going to be, Jaylen Brown, he put up almost 30 points per game last year in Boston. He could be the number one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tyrese Maxey's number one. I just think Tyrese Maxey's he's probably going to be a better option at number one just because he's familiar with the system and role. Now, obviously, adding LeBron, you kind of changes everything up. It changes the dynamic. But having LeBron as point, it's just going to be interesting to see how these players work together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's my concern with this team. Like, I'm not going to deny on paper this team is a great team.
Offensively.
Defensively, it's suspect. It's suspect defensively. I mean, you got Brown and Edgecombe, but after that, I'm just worried about it a little bit.
I hear you. Isaac, so you said LeBron James is going to be the number one option. Why do you think LeBron's the number one option?
I mean, he's probably the best passer on that team, so by default, I think he should be the number one option in order to set up everyone. He'll score when he needs to, but more than likely he'll go into a Magic Johnson type of role for the 76ers.
You're saying Magic Johnson type of role?
Yeah, more of a facilitator.
Yeah, he's more facilitator. I'd say the number one option, in my opinion, is going to be Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown's going to have to be the number one option. I mean, we saw in Boston, Jaylen Brown, I think, between him and Tyrese Maxey, I think Jaylen Brown could get his whenever he wants to versus Tyrese Maxey. And I could see actually Jaylen Brown getting a career year playing alongside LeBron James. I think potentially averaging close to 25, 30 points per game.
I don't see that happening.
You can make all the points you want, but Isaac, you brought up a good point, and that's actually the second talking point, is LeBron can pick and choose his spots, but he also elevates this offense.
Without a doubt.
You know, his passing creates cleaner looks for everybody.
And Maxey does play off ball well. So does Edgecombe a little bit.
Yep.
Embiid can be more of a facilitator in the post. However, Jaylen Brown kind of has me concerned kind of just when the ball's in his hand, like probably the passing will go down and the turnovers might go up.
I feel, finish off what you're
But it's just Jaylen Brown's going to have to learn how to play off ball. I mean, he did it a little bit in Boston, but Benny, if we're being honest, did Jaylen Brown handle more of the ball during that finals run, or was it Jason Tatum?
I think it was more Tatum. I think, obviously, here's my thing with Jaylen Brown. Like, I love him as a player. You know, the thing that concerns me is he can be too much of a ball hog at times. If you guys watch some of the games, he can be Mr. do it all, you know what I mean? Which is fine. It's great, but, like, you know, you have teammates around you. And last year, let's be honest, he was the best player on that team, on that roster. Come on.
Yeah.
So he had to do the majority of the scoring. I mean, almost 30 points per night. That's impressive on efficiency. I'm happy for him. But at the same time, because he really didn't have anybody else on that team outside of himself, maybe Derek White, maybe Payne Pritchard, maybe those guys, until Tatum came back, right? So he had to kind of take a step back. And it's just going to be interesting to see how Jaylen Brown adapts to this, because obviously in Boston, you know, we saw when they had the big four of Hayward, Irving, Tatum, Brown. Remember that? That didn't work out. So that's another thing that's concerning a little bit for me, is the big four that they have. I don't know what you're making a face for.
I mean, I feel.
I think this is a better four. And I think
no, it's a better four. I'm just saying it's a better four. But my point is like, when you have players, like, think about that year, Gordon Hayward, he was coming off his career year in Utah.
But you got to look at it like this. These players have never played alongside a great playmaker like LeBron James.
I agree.
These guys, in my opinion, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, VJ Edgecombe, they are going to have career years playing alongside.
Edgecombe's gonna have a career year.
I think he's gonna have a career year. I think
you got me messed up with that.
I think he's gonna have a career year.
You got me messed up. Edgecombe.
I mean, if you're playing alongside LeBron James, who gives you great looks?
But I agree. But I'm just saying, VJ Edgecombe. How is he gonna? Okay, you tell me this. How is he gonna score? You got Brown, you got Maxey, you got Edgecombe and Embiid. You tell me how he's going to be there.
Just park him in the corner. Get out in transition.
He's not the most reliable shooter. That's the problem.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think with VJ, his shooting, it's questionable, but I think that he can cut to the rim, and he's a good slasher. So I think LeBron James, with his passing vision,
I'm sure it will.
He can hit VJ.
I'm sure it will, but like the issue with. I'm not against super teams. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm for
against super teams.
Well, we can agree to disagree, Isaac. But my point being is that, like, I'm not against it, but the issue I have with it is how's it congeal. And yes, I agree. Playing with an elite player of all time in LeBron James, that changes the dynamic because he's able to get more players involved. You know, at his age, he's going to be 42 this year. You know, he's not going to be relying so much on his scoring and his athleticism versus you have scoring athleticism with already Brown, you got Edgecombe and Maxey and Edgecombe, and then you have Embiid. You know, but it's all going to be dependent on Embiid. You know, Embiid's health is always going to be a question mark. I mean, playing under 40 games in the last 3 years. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess for me, the Sixers team is good. I think they're a top 3 team. They're not the top team. You're not getting past New York. Till they beat New York, I see at the end of next year, New York, number 1, then go Philly, Boston, whoever. Till I see that, I'm not sold on it. New York is still better than Philly.
I mean, you mentioned a big four, Benny. I mean, when was it? The Lakers traded for Dwight and Steve Nash. What year was that? 2012?
2012 or
2012. How did that team work out?
Didn't turn out too good.
They were all on the older age. Kobe got hurt. Dwight was battling a back injury. Steve Nash broke his leg. I mean, yeah, you got LeBron, but he's on the older side. And another concern is once LeBron takes a break, who's going to run the offense and set up people? Because based after that, there's no other point guard out there because you got Anthony Simons, more of a shooting guard.
Scoring guard.
There's more scoring rather than facilitating.
Yeah, that's exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, I'm gonna be hunting for at least a point guard and another backup center to back up Joel Embiid and Ariel Hawkporty.
Dembona can't do it.
And then that's another.
I mean, come on. Who after Joel Embiid? Let's be real. Their center depth is thin.
It's trash.
It's thin. So in my opinion, I think the Sixers offensively they're going to be great. Defensively, it's going to be a challenge, especially at the center position. The wings, I think they're okay, but the center, I think they need to get another center.
I mean, it all comes back to Embiid. If he goes out, especially during the playoffs, they're going to be just, as Shaq says, barbecue chicken because
they have no
who's going to guard Bam? Who's going to guard Cat? Who's going to guard
Giannis?
Duran whenever he decides to sign his qualifying offer and end Detroit's misery at this point. There's a lot of big men, and when you get to the finals, you probably will be facing Wemby, a Joker, a Holmgren, Hartenstein.
Yeah, you need that size.
And they are physical.
You need that size.
Joel Embiid, as much as he's been doing, he says he's healthy. I believe him, but when it comes to the court, there's some freak accident. Like when he was trying to get his second MVP, Jonathan Kuminga just dived onto his leg by accident.
Yeah,
like it's little things. He's had orbital fractures. He played with Bell's palsy. He rolled his ankle. Like they're just one Embiid injury. Yes, they have the offensive firepower, but during the postseason, Embiid goes down.
Absolutely right.
Karl Anthony Towns is going to feast. Bam Adebayo is going to feast. Who, along with Bam, they have Giannis.
Absolutely.
That paint's going to be wide open, and you can't expect LeBron James to guard a center. Even though he can, he is capable. He shouldn't be He shouldn't be put in that position.
A 42-year-old LeBron James should not be having to do that. I mean, this team is capable enough as is, because like you said, their scoring is off the chain, right? They've got 2 top scorers in Maxey and Brown from last year. So their scoring is fine. We're not worried about that. It's just defensively it has me a little concerned. Especially with Jaylen Brown, he's a really great defender, but sometimes when he's off the ball or when he's off the as an off-ball defender, he can be a little questionable at times. So
yeah, there's a lot of question marks, but I think the biggest question mark is the health. And Isaac, you brought it up. Can LeBron and Embiid at least play 60, 65 games? Because if LeBron James and Joel Embiid play 60 to 65 games, I think Philly is a top team out east, in my opinion.
They're top 3, top 4.
They're top 3,
but I'm not taking them over. I'm
not taking them over New York, but they're one of the top teams out east for sure. For sure.
Yeah, they're not better than New York.
Yeah, I think the ceiling is high for Philadelphia. You know, I think they have a shot to win a title if everything goes well. But if either person misses time, I think their chances of getting for a title takes a huge hit.
Yeah, and to your point, you know, if Embiid is out, you brought up something really great with Joel Embiid. His rebounding. This man's a double-double machine. God forbid he gets hurt. What happens to their rebounding after that?
It's going to be inevitable.
It's going to take a huge tank. It's going to go down. And so that's another concern for me.
It's got to be a collective.
It's got to be collective, yeah, but it's.
But I agree that they need to get a backup center, and I think they need another point guard.
You know, it's just like I said. You know, I feel like LeBron's going to set everybody up. You know, but all of this team depends on health. I still have them as a top 3 team. They're not the best team out east, in my opinion. But other things we got to talk about is their future. We got to talk about their long-term future. You know what I mean? Like, what if this experiment with LeBron does not work out? What happens then?
I mean, they got next year.
But what if it doesn't? I'm saying, what if it doesn't work out?
Then it'll probably be one of the biggest failures. Honestly.
Yeah. I think
that will hurt his GOAT case.
And that's the point that I really wanted to get to next was how does this affect LeBron's legacy?
Well, Isaac, I'm sorry, man. I gotta make a confession, dude. You're not whether you like it or not. LeBron James is the GOAT, bro.
Nope. I'm not.
I told you.
James is the GOAT.
I
not
told
changing
you.
my stance. Nope.
I told you. I agree. I'm so.
So you're a Wagoner now. You hop on any wagon that LeBron goes on.
He opened his eyes and he saw the facts and he saw the truth.
Nope.
Hey, man.
Nope.
Till
the day I die, Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Bennie,
Michael Jordan didn't need to go to 4 different teams.
Bennie, I remember you. What did you say the other day about why you changed your mind?
Well, I mean, like. Derek Fisher said a quote, and I may butcher it, but he said something about like why ring chase when you bring rings to the team or something to that effect, you know. And hey, to do it with 4 different teams, I agree. It's a little bit like, dude, you could have done with 1, but to do it 4 different teams, nobody's ever done it. I gotta give some respect to that. So yes, I opened up my eyes. You know, I put my glasses on and was like, you know what? Or took my glasses off. I was like, yeah.
LeBron has no control or has no narrative structure, and when he doesn't influence a team or via his agent, he's the GOAT. But until then, no thank you.
I mean, but also to your point, like whichever like the Sixers got LeBron, like you're gonna it's always gonna come with the baggage. You get what you pay for, right? But I'm surprised he took an $8 million contract, but he could sign that deal with the Lakers, which kind of surprised me. You know what I mean?
The narrative, the fact that it's Luka's teams now, and that he had to take a backseat to Luka Doncic.
I don't think he really wanted that. Yeah. I don't think that's the case. I just think that he recognized.
Oh come on, you can't be so ignorant to ignore that point.
Isaac, no.
They didn't consult him with the Luka trade. If you really didn't think that it affected his ego at some point.
Look at it like this. The reason why Rob Pelinka, and this is just my complete opinion, I don't have any sources.
AKA
the reason why
LeBron
James left was because obviously when Rob had LeBron and AD there. LeBron was on the older side of 30. AD's injury-prone history. Do you think that the Lakers would have realistically traded their future for a 38, 39-year-old LeBron and a 30, 31-year-old Anthony Davis? Absolutely not. So it makes sense why Rob Pelinka didn't trade for them, and hence, yes, that strained the relationship, but LeBron saw it too. He's like, look, if you guys are going to go down that direction, I respect that. I'm going to go do what I got to do. That's just a simple business transaction.
What he wants to do.
It's a simple business transaction, Isaac. He found an opportunity that was best for him, and that spot in Philadelphia gives him the best opportunity to win.
Through various moves, but okay. And influence.
You could agree to disagree.
So how does this move, like you said, that we got to go back to, how does this move affect his legacy, Isaac? Let's hear it. If he doesn't win, all right, what happens?
I mean, he'll still be the second best player of all time.
I mean, we could agree to disagree. Go ahead.
Yeah. Why do you feel like? Why do you think that? Well, obviously, you disregard the fact he's the second best player of all time in your eyes. Why do you feel like, or what do you think of if LeBron doesn't win? How does this affect his legacy? Do you think that?
What will people remember him
Yeah, what will
as,
people
Ice?
remember him for? What do you think?
Being a diva. Controlling his own narrative. Making people wait for his decision
You mean
for like 3 times.
The mainstream media that twists LeBron's words because before
I'm not gonna lie, he did take too long of a time
not
to
gonna
make a
lie,
decision.
yeah, we're not gonna
How
deny
does
that.
the media twist his words when he literally leaks everything to Rich Paul, who then conveniently says it on his podcast?
It's not. Hey, at the end of the day, LeBron James is a grown man and he makes his own decisions.
How come he doesn't say it, and how come Rich Paul can say it?
Because
Since he's such a grown man.
that's what an agent is for, right? Isaac?
Yeah,
that's
I
right,
see
an
you
agent's
got your
for.
words jumbled.
That's what an agent's for, Isaac. Come on, Isaac. Come on,
Oh,
Isaac.
man.
Can't
I
hit
mean,
greatness. Can't hit
he's-
greatness.
If he's the
Cannot
GOAT, why
hate
can't he say it like
greatness.
Michael Jordan said it back in the day?
Hate
I'm
greatness.
just curious.
Cannot hate greatness. Cannot hate greatness. No, but seriously, if LeBron James wins a ring with this Philadelphia 76ers team, he's already he's the greatest of all time in my opinion. I just think he would already still be one of the greatest to do it. I mean, the career he's had, I mean, you could put it up against MJ. I think he's had the better career than MJ in my opinion.
Took him twice the amount of time.
10 finals, Isaac. 10 finals. That's
Great.
all I got to say.
Cool.
10 finals.
10 finals.
10 finals.
Great.
10 finals. Carrying a team that the second best player
Not
was
the
Jonas
defensive
Ilgauskas.
monster Michael
Great,
Jordan
Isaac.
was.
Great, Isaac. Great. Inflated stats. Michael Jordan wasn't that
Inflated
good of a
stats.
defender. Let's stop it, Isaac. Stop it. Stop it.
Inflated.
Stop it, Isaac.
Hey,
Stop
man,
it.
this is funny, bro.
Stop it.
This
LeBron James, if he does not win, I think the media is obviously going to say, oh, yeah, LeBron James didn't win. He's nowhere near Michael Jordan. This, that, and the third. This man does not need to prove anything else to anybody.
So how come you're trying to prove it to me then?
I'm not trying to prove it to you, dude. I'm not trying to prove anything to you, bro. Whether you
Secretly
like it or
he
not,
says it.
whether you believe it or not, that's up to you, man.
I mean, for me personally, I feel like if, I think on some level, I feel like if the Sixers, it doesn't work with Philly, his ego's obviously going to take a hit. I agree. It's going to take a hit to some sort of degree. And if he does win, if he does happen to win a chip in Philly, brings the title back to Philly, I mean, again, you can't argue greatness. You see what he does. He doesn't. He brings the aura. He doesn't chase the aura.
Never cheats the process. Puts in the work.
Yeah, I mean,
So stop giving him flack, media.
I think LeBron would already cement himself as the greatest player, and it would just put a seal of approval in my eyes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
say I had to do it, man. I had an awakening, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
great. You guys are entitled to your wrong opinions, but okay.
It's
Where-
all good.
So getting back to the Sixers, where do we see the Sixers finishing this season?
3.
3.
I say 4.
You
3.
say 4. Who are your 3 teams above the Sixers?
New York.
Valid.
I'm gonna go with the Pacers.
Okay.
Ooh,
And
wow.
why am I blanking on a team? I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland.
As much as I hate to admit it, yeah.
Cleveland's better than. Okay, all right.
In the regular season.
They're a regular season team.
But you guys would probably be 4th. and then it'll be followed by Miami.
No.
Who are you?
I personally think, obviously, I'm not against New York. I love New York. New York's going to be number 1. Now, number 2, I think, it's going to be Boston or Philly.
Not shocked.
But you keep laughing at me, but I think Boston's a top 2 or 3 team out east. But okay. Go and keep laughing.
Okay.
You guys
We
can keep
got
laughing.
delusional number 1. We got delusional number 2 over here.
Come on, Benny.
As I said, the trade worked, and then you got Philly.
How do you know it worked?
It's going to work. I know
They
it's going
haven't
to
played
work.
a single game.
It's a better system. He's in a better system. Come on now.
Still Paul
he's
George, dude.
He's in a better system, but it's
Yeah,
Paul
Paul
George.
George.
It's
It's
Paul
still Paul
George.
George. It's
It's
still
way
Paul
off
George.
P. It's way off P.
I don't know, way off P, man. It's Parquet P.
So
Parquet P going to put up 20 points per game next year.
You have the Sixers being the 4th best team. Benny, you
Only
have them.
because of
The
resting.
third.
I feel like they'll face an injury or two and like chemistry issues, so that probably will knock them down. And the East is as strong as it's been.
This East is going to be tough.
The East is much better than the West after
Yeah.
clear evaluation. I can't agree with you on that. Benny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you have them. You have the Sixers.
Third.
I'll take the Sixers as the 2nd best team out east. I'm still gonna put New York. I'm gonna put Philly. The 3rd best team in my opinion. It's gonna be a toss up, but I'm gonna have to put Boston at the 3rd best team.
Yeah, it's either way. Boston's a 2 or 3 team. Something I also want to bring up over,
But they're not a contending team. Absolutely,
and
not.
that's great because I think we are. Celtics are. Anyway, the point I want to bring up too is I want to focus a little bit more on the long-term outlook for Philly, right? Especially when it comes to their money situation, right? As of right now, 3 stars, Embiid, Brown, and Maxey have 75% of their payroll.
They're still under the second apron, so they're fine.
Yeah, they're still underneath the second apron. That's fine. The issue becomes later on in the future.
They gotta go big or go home. I think
Yeah.
teams just need to just. If you go over the second apron, screw it. You want to win, you got to go for it.
Denver Nuggets aren't winning much.
Yeah, I don't
I
really
mean,
like it, but
Yeah, it's. I'm just saying, it's just something.
I get it.
It's just something to think about,
I
right?
get it.
They're 50 at like just under 15 mil in space before a second apron. So obviously, it's going to be difficult to make some trades with those players, but with the team, God forbid, an injury happens. So it's just something to think about. Something to think about in the future. And the long term, how do you commit the money? How are you going to commit to Brown or Maxey and Edgecombe? As I said earlier, I think Edgecombe's development is going to take a hit a little bit.
I mean, they might
So-
trade Jaylen Brown again before they even bring up that contract
yeah. So
extension.
I'm not really. I think Philadelphia is going to be fine.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think Philadelphia is going to be fine.
We'll see.
But yeah, you guys got any more thoughts on this before we move on to contender or pretender?
I feel they'll be truly a contender next year once
Yeah.
they get a
Oh, absolutely.
big man that can service in Joel Embiid's absence.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they can make a run if
Yeah.
everything falls correctly and if their defense holds up.
I agree. They get a point guard and they get a backup center. Philly's the best. Philly has the chance, I think, to win the 2027 title.
They're not winning the title.
Anywho, contender or pretender? Real quick, if you're in Santa Barbara area and wondering where to grab lunch, we've got an easy recommendation. Head over to the Santa Barbara Brewhouse. It's the perfect place to catch up with friends, grab lunch with coworkers, or simply enjoy a quality meal in a great atmosphere near the beach. Good food, good vibes, and a great way to break up your day. Visit Santa Barbara Brewhouse this week. Link in the description and tell them that the dummy sent you. Okay, guys.
These 2 dummies, by the way.
You, by the way, for saying LeBron James isn't the
Clowns.
GOAT. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Yeah, clowns.
Contender or pretender? So, fellas, I have a list of teams that I'm going to read off, and you guys are going to argue whether this team is a true contender
Do we have to
or
argue,
not.
though?
You can argue if you'd like to. If not-
All right, this is good. I like this.
All right.
Ready, Isaac?
All right.
Let's get it, Caddy. Come on, Cadillac.
All right. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Contender.
Contenders.
Contenders. Why are we saying contenders?
As I said before, and I say it again, like I said last week, out after Ant and LaMelo, they've got scoring in Ayo Dosunmu, Jaden McDaniels. They got pop off that bench, length, defense, scoring. I'm taking Minnesota.
I mean, Ant's taking them alone to the Western Conference Finals in
Without
the
a doubt.
second round, so LaMelo should only open up things for him, and they still
Yeah.
got most of their core. Definitely should be.
Definitely should be a contender.
Contender.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
we're in agreement with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, the Los Angeles Lakers. Contender or pretender? I'm putting them as a contender.
We already know about
Obviously.
that.
I put them as a contender. I think the Lakers right now have the length.
I'm gonna say pretender. Unfortunately, pretender. I feel their interior defense is their biggest weakness. Unfortunately, even with Walker Kessler, they don't have a quality big man. I feel that's the thing that's going to really hold them back. So I unfortunately have to say contender. They are a lot better team. I would even take them over Philly, in my opinion.
I would take them over Philly too. I'm not gonna lie. I take that team over Philly. I still think it's tough. Like, I'm gonna say contender for now, but it wouldn't surprise me if I see them as pretenders again. Like, you got Luka. That's all you need on your team, and you surround them with some good pieces. I think they're gonna do fine. You've got Austin Reeves as well. It's TBD to see if he shows up in the playoffs.
By the way,
that's always the question.
Do not sign Jonathan Kuminga. He does not fit. Go after a quality big man. Then I could put you guys. You don't need Kuminga on that roster.
Rob Pelinka, you heard that?
You don't need that.
Rob Pelinka, let him know.
Don't need that.
Let him know.
Come on, Isaac.
I think the Lakers definitely can be contenders. Make some noise. Will they win a title? Yet to be seen. But
No.
I think they can make some noise. Okay, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pretenders easily.
They're so fake.
Easily. Cavaliers made no moves this offseason.
Yep.
They're waiting for LeBron.
They haven't re-signed James Harden. They gave Donovan Mitchell an extension, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, I
it's
was
pretty
like-
bad.
They
Yeah,
should.
I was like-
They should have traded.
I mean,
him.
they had to keep him, but it's and they still got to re-sign James Harden. It's pretty bad.
I like Donovan Mitchell. He's one of my favorite players.
He's
but
good,
I think he got a little too much money.
Yeah.
For someone who hasn't competed or been to who hasn't he's proven why he belongs in the league. He hasn't proven that he can show up consistently in the playoffs.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
he shows up.
He shows up in
He
the
just
playoffs.
doesn't have a supporting
it's
cast.
just not consistency. It's just not consistent.
He's tired.
No, I mean, look at
I don't
those
know.
years in Utah. Donovan Mitchell's just Donovan Mitchell. Who else? Rudy Gobert,
Mike Conley,
Jay
Joe
Crowder,
Ingles.
Joe Ingles, Bojan. I mean, Donovan Mitchell has always had to carry his team. He needs a supporting cast.
But do you think he deserved that money?
He didn't deserve the money.
I think he did, even though it's an overpay.
He didn't deserve the
honestly.
money, but I just think that Donovan Mitchell needs a quality second star on that team in order for the Cavaliers to be a superstar.
I agree.
I thought James Harden was a superstar.
He's a superstar.
He still is a superstar.
No, he's not. If you're saying that,
He's still a superstar, Aggie. The Miami Heat.
pretenders. They're fake.
I want to say contender for now, only because of Giannis and Bam.
Oh.
Their shooting might save them, and Eric Spoelstra and the Heat always find some diamonds in the rough, and they make a magical run. Unless Giannis gets hurt, and it's inevitable at some point, which I hope it doesn't. Bam, if he can take a leap and work on his three-point shot, I think they'll be able to stay afloat in the East. But I think their defense will be fine. It's the offense I have questions about.
I just think defensively, Giannis and Bam defensively are going to
Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins, that length is going
Underrated.
to be a problem out east
Davion Mitchell.
in the league, actually. Do I think that the Heat are contenders? I put them as pretenders for now, only because the Heat, in my opinion, do not have that solid point guard off the bench who can create for Giannis and Bam. Because I mean, outside of Giannis and Bam, who's going to create the offense for the Heat? If you're telling me you're going to rely on Giannis the whole game to create your offense,
Or Andrew
he's
Wiggins.
going to be tired. So who's going to be that point guard?
My thing too, and I saw this somewhere on social media, but their backup. So their first five was projected to be Davion Mitchell, Pelle Larson, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, and Bam. Not a bad five by no stretch. Great defensively, but after that, their point guard projected again Drew Smith, or they obviously have that guy they drafted. I forget where they drafted from. Ryan Caldwell. I could be butchering it.
I think he's right, Ryan Caldwell.
But also, too, they also have Tim Hardaway Jr., Simone Fontecchio, Nikola Jovic, and Bobby Portis. So you tell me who's providing that scoring after that off the bench.
Bobby Portis.
It's Bobby Portis.
That team's not reliable enough.
I agree.
We're not saying it's
No,
reliable.
I know,
agree.
but outside of Bobby Portis, who else? Tim Hardaway Jr., he's too streaky. I'm sorry, that team is just not scaring me enough. I mean, and defensively, as we said, they are going to be a force, but offensively, I'm not worried about them.
I think their defense will carry them as far as it goes.
Yeah.
They might be holding teams under 100 points.
Their defense is definitely going to be their calling card, but in the offensively, it's going to be a question mark. Like the matchup that I told Bennie this the other day, but the Heat and Hawks, I think that's going to be a good matchup to watch this season.
That'd be good.
The Heat and Hawks.
Both great
offense,
defense and
actually,
defense.
One offense, one defense.
Yeah, I think I give the edge to Miami just because
the Hawks
of
have a little more offense though.
No, I think the Heat do.
No,
the
Giannis
Hawks
and
have
Bam.
much more better offense.
Nikhil Alexander Walker,
C.J.
Jalen
McCollum,
Johnson, C.J. McCollum,
Onyeka Okongwu.
Gonkwu.
So we just conveniently forgot about Giannis.
I'm not saying we're not forgetting about Giannis.
I think Giannis just trumps all of them.
Outside
That's just
of Giannis and Bam,
Yeah.
who else is scoring?
That's my
There's
point.
Bobby Portis.
Oh, come on. That's what I just said earlier. Get your boy, Isaac. Get your boy.
I like the
He's
Heat.
yours.
I like the Heat over the Hawks. That's just me.
I don't know.
I still think
I don't
I'd
know
still
about
take
that.
the Hawks.
Okay, the Denver Nuggets
Pretender,
pretender.
unfortunately.
I'm
They're
This
about
breaks
to
my
lose
heart.
Percy Watson.
Peyton Watson.
God, I
What?
can never.
Why do you say Percy, bro?
I'm thinking of the other player from Toronto. Jesus,
Percy,
I'm sorry.
who's still the
Percy, or is it C.J. Watson? I don't remember anymore.
Percy.
But
But
we're all
it's
having brain farts today, guys.
all
You
due
guys
for
have
one.
a continue one, but I don't know. They should just sign him, hit the second apron, and then make moves. Trade Aaron Gordon, or they're not going to trade Christian Brown because his contract's terrible.
Yeah, he's overpaid.
So they've lost key rotation player after rotation player each year. So, and in the West, they got a lot better, more solid. Utah's on the up. Utah's on the
Portland.
on the rise. I don't know about Portland
Oh,
with that terrible
stop
backcourt.
Stop it.
Dallas is looking
Stop.
decent.
Dallas, I agree with.
Dallas,
Dallas
is
is
decent,
looking
but
decent.
but Portland's better than Dallas. Come on now. No, Isaac. No. Go ahead. No.
We'll come back to that in a few weeks.
No,
Anyways, I don't take Portland seriously because Denny Advia needs the ball. John Morant can't shoot. Scoot Henderson can't really shoot. Yeah.
I can see it.
That's
I
fair.
can see that.
That's a fair.
I can
that's
see
fair.
that.
But unfortunately, they're pretenders. But it's gonna be Joker. Joker can carry them, but how much longer can he carry them?
I still think the Nuggets are contenders. I still think that they can contend a little bit. Again, however, like I do agree that they do need to just make some moves, and they just need to sign Peyton Watson to that contract, go over the second apron, and start making some moves. Otherwise, they're gonna be stuck in mediocrity. As I said before, they should have traded Jamal Murray when they had the chance. They should have traded Christian Brown, but the problem is nobody wants him because of his contract.
And I think that Aaron Gordon's the next Nugget to be traded. Maybe go get another piece for Jokic. Again, you got to make the most of Jokic's title window, so we'll see what happens in Denver. Last but not least, that green team, the Boston Celtics.
They're contenders.
They're pretenders.
See, now you're just doing it just to troll me.
I know. I'm being serious.
I know you're doing it to troll me, but Isaac, go ahead, proceed.
Whatever.
I don't believe a single word that comes out your mouth,
Whatever.
man. I don't believe a single word that comes out your mouth.
Go ahead, Isaac. What do you think?
They're not a pretender. They can contend, but it's a very limited ceiling.
If you
Oh, no.
contender or pretender, you have to pick one.
I'm going contender. I'm not going to completely throw Boston out. There's Jason Tatum and Derek White. There's some nucleus left with that championship team. However, I think when it comes postseason time, I feel Paul George is
They're going to be fine.
unfortunately
They're going to be fine.
exposed.
I think they're going to be fine.
I think.
And Mitchell Robinson too, because he can't hit free throws.
They're going to be fine.
Yeah, that's my issue with Boston is just the
They're gonna
late game execution.
They're
I
gonna
know
be
they're
fine.
gonna have Tatum. I know playoff P. We'll see if he shows off.
And they're
But-
thin on the bench on it, kinda. Honestly.
Yeah, and I think so too. Well, no, they got Peyton Pritchard. They have a
He's
solid.
starting,
He's starting now.
isn't he?
He's starting.
Yeah, they're projected him as starting.
Okay, so yeah, definitely their bench is. Ugh.
Julio Gonzalez,
Gonzalez, Hauser,
Queta.
And you to tell me that Boston team is going to contend with the likes of the other teams, I think they'll.
Yeah,
be,
they could.
I think they'll be good.
The starting five can carry most of it. It'll
Yeah,
just be
but
up to the bench.
But the bench is where I'm kind of like,
I think they're going to be contenders. I think they're going to be just fine. As I said earlier, as I said again, they're a top 2 team out east, 2 or 3 team out east. They're gonna make noise. Like people, like I understand where you guys are coming from with this, but the Celtics are just fine. They're just fine. You don't need to look at me confused, Isaac. I said what I said. They're fine.
they're not.
Yeah, they are.
You traded
They're
Jaylen Brown for a
contenders.
bag of
You
chips.
They're
Traded
contenders.
Jaylen Brown for Paul
They're
George.
contenders. They're still contenders.
They're pretenders.
Paul George is a better system player
They're
than Jaylen Brown.
pretenders.
A
Oh,
better
wow,
system
no one's
player.
no one's gonna argue
arguing
that.
I'm not arguing
Yeah,
that.
but when you understand why the move was made,
I
For
understand
money.
why the move was made, but
yeah, but also
you
two
coulda-
system
But
continuity.
in an East that just got loaded and deeper, I mean,
They're gonna be fine. Celtics gonna be fine.
I think
Paul
the
George
Celtics
gonna
took
put
a
up
step
20.
back.
Paul George is gonna put up 20, 21 points per game.
No
Stop
one's
playing.
arguing that.
Stop playing.
It's just at
Stop
what
playing.
moments will he do that?
No, he's gonna
Yeah.
do it throughout the year. Stop
That's
playing.
why that's why in my opinion they're
Stop
they're
playing.
pretenders.
No,
They're pretenders.
they're fine.
Anyway,
Clown takes.
anyways, y'all got any extra?
Shout out to the Phoenix Suns and my boy Jaylen Green, man. I'm really happy for the Suns.
Yeah,
man.
they're gonna be they're probably gonna be out of the playoffs while we'll be in the play in Dallas.
No, I think the Phoenix Suns gonna make some noise.
I think they
man.
could. I think they could be probably a playing team.
I think they're a top 6 or 7 team out
No,
west.
Seven.
Yes.
okay,
time
out.
I say 8,
Yes.
8, 9,
No,
10, 8
top,
through 10,
top 6 or 7.
8 through
way.
10 team.
Yes, they are.
8 through 10.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I can see Phoenix squeezing up in there.
Nope.
Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks.
They need to trade Devin Booker.
Conk Gillespie. Yeah, they do.
they need to
we
trade
gotta
Devin
say that for another time. I like and Jaylen Green.
Stop.
You keep
First
clowning me.
first you changed to
Clowning-
LeBron going to go. Now you're gonna mention Jaylen Green.
yeah.
I can only take so much.
Yeah. I think the Suns gonna make some noise out west. The West got weaker, so the Suns can sneak
Not
on
exactly weaker. They just lost one player.
in. No, but it shifted the whole dynamic.
Not really.
Yeah, it did. The dynamic shifted.
The Lakers aren't completely lost.
I'm just saying.
No.
I watch out for the Phoenix Suns and Jaylen Green. Watch out. 20 points per game next year. Y'all both heard it.
Low efficiency.
Look, Jaylen Green, I like him, but he's good for the Phoenix Suns. I'll say that. He's good for the Phoenix Suns, but he's a sixth man on any other team.
You would want him on the Lakers. You would
As a sixth man.
No, if he
As a
starts,
sixth man.
I would have him as a sixth man.
As a
I
starter,
would-
you wanted as a starter? Nah, hell no.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
you
would.
would. Yeah, you
No,
would.
I would
Isaac,
want him
you
on the
would.
bench.
Put him on
No,
the bench.
he's not going anywhere near my starting
No,
five.
he's not. He's not my
He's
starter.
not starting.
Y'all
Nope.
would. Y'all would.
He
Stop
would be.
playing.
He'd be like
Clown.
the
Clown.
eighth man in the
Clown.
rotation.
Clown.
Eighth or seventh man.
Clown.
He would be great out in Brooklyn.
He would be great on Brooklyn.
I mean, Brooklyn needs it. Brooklyn needs everything, but that Brooklyn team is pretty good too, though.
yeah, don't sleep on Brooklyn.
Anyways, Isaac making that face. The Atlantic Division, though, that's
Brooklyn looks nice.
That's still nice. Anyways, that's going to do it for another episode of Dummies on the Hardwood. If we brought you any value today or even just made you think a little bit, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. We appreciate every single one of you for tapping in with us. And until next week, Benny, Isaac, we're out.
So confused, bro. Why are you so confused, Isaac?